I'm Helen Boyle, Public Sector Development Director for SSE, and I work with local authorities and public sector to help bring about place-based decarbonisation. So we've got a national imperative, a legal imperative to decarbonise and bring about net zero by 2050. We've had a change of government in recent times that may be looking at new targets and new ways of delivering that. We have the removal of the de facto ban on onshore wind. We've got the exciting formation of GB Energy and that capital investment and that collaboration with the private sector that will bring, and the focus on energy projects and a renewed kind of focus on local renewable energy projects as well. And that's where we see local and combined authorities really playing a significant role. So in that kind of environment, that local areas are trying to understand how they bring about place-based decarbonisation in an environment where there really is a challenge on the money available to do this, and the cost of living crisis where their communities are really hard pressed to think about this kind of thing themselves. So local areas are understanding what role that they play in helping to bring this about, so that when you stitch all those local plans together, you get net zero for UK PLC by 2050. So they are understanding that they need to work with private sector partners to attract and bring about investment into those local renewable energy projects to help decarbonise their local area with all the associated benefits for their local communities. So collaboration with private sector partners, long-term, meaningful collaboration with private sector partners over the next 20, 25, 30 years before we hit net zero is really key. So those collaborations can help to identify projects, bring the capital investment that private sector can bring along to these type of partnerships, that then do some of the delivery as well. That means you've got local renewable energy projects optimized through digital services that really brings about place-based decarbonisation in an area. And local areas are at different points of understanding where they are on that journey and what they may need from their private sector partners. And they're going to need more than one, they need several around the table, but an SSE can play a significant role in that. And we're well placed to understand local areas and the needs of that particular area and how that can be met by those renewable energy projects and the investment that we can bring. The key word's collaboration, and that will look different in whatever local area across the UK. So for us, it starts with a conversation to reach out and talk to us about how we might be able to help that local area, that local authority, combined authority, and the challenges that they have in their areas and their ambitions of how they want to decarbonise going into the future. So collaboration is key, and it starts with a conversation.